I
Nah,
was saying it as an
On
example.
God, I seen them pictures.
she
Yeah, I
was on
seen
the
it
bus.
too.
The problem was the first person that was sitting on the bus
I
She was
just
was
light
want to
skinned.
tell
Thank
y'all, y'all
was
you.
I
a
acting
un.
really
since
just Googled Rosa
elementary.
Parks on
It
the
was a
school
light
I
bus.
skinned
heard
lady.
the
She was in
look,
darker
not to
hair.
be funny or racist or
She
like
was light skinned.
like the black the light skinned black. I heard the person who actually rode the bus was the dark skinned black woman. I'm just saying. I'm
Now
going back on mute now.
What
she
She
was
was
light
happened?
mother.
skinned,
She
but she
was
was
a
They
in
young
darker
mother.
hair.
they didn't. What happened was they chose the woman who initially got arrested for refusing to go to the back of the bus. The reason that they didn't use her is because there was a lot
She
of
was dark
respectability.
skinned.
There was not that's not what I mean. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
Where can
that
All
I
they.
find
right.
this info
Tell the
at?
truth.
Where can
All
I get
right.
All
that
right,
info at?
Wait, let them
let
Yo,
me
finish.
y'all
finish.
PTR.
gotta let people talk, bro, and
Yeah.
then it's your go.
So what happened was there was a lot of respectability politics in the civil rights movement. So because she was an unwed mother, they didn't choose her because they didn't think that she would play well in the public eye. So they chose Rosa Parks because she was a quote unquote more respectable like candidate.
So
That's
she
why it happened.
wasn't on the back of the
No,
bus?
she was on the bus, but it was staged. Like the first person who did it, it was
Her,
actually
her
just
name
like
was Claudette
Oh,
yeah,
so they
PTR.
reenacted it.
She was
yeah.
15. She had a mother. She was an
Wow.
unmarried
So then
mother.
she acted up when she said no.
Nah, she was 15 and she wasn't married and she had a kid. So that's
Yeah, she was
why.
an unwed mother. That's why they didn't use her.
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
this
she was
info
a
is at?
baby mother.
Wow.
Right. She was an unwed mom. She had a child out of wedlock and she
What
was
about
young.
Black Wall Street? Have y'all Googled
That's
those
deep.
pictures and looked at them? Black
Yeah,
Wall
Yeah,
we.
Street?
yeah,
I seen
Okay,
that.
I want to
in
make a point
Tulsa,
about Black
Oklahoma.
Wall
Yeah,
Street.
yeah,
When
Yeah,
you
Tulsa,
look at
Tulsa.
those
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
pictures,
about that. That's
yeah, when
crazy.
you look at
Yeah,
those
man.
pictures, look close. Those were not slaves. That was the last of our property, our land, our businesses that they stole.
That was
Those
way
Yeah.
after slavery, though.
yeah,
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 it was
it was
like
But
right
let me tell you
after it. And those were not slaves. They stole Wall Street from us.
I
I
know
mean,
it
But
wasn't
listen,
no
even if we
and
us.
try
that's
to do
why I've
that,
been
Black
trying
Wall,
to curve the
Wait, Donnie,
conversation to
Donnie, Donnie,
ownership.
Donnie, even if that,
Donnie.
okay, even if
How
we
did they
can,
steal it from you? How?
Man, they rebuilt it.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
How did they steal it from you?
They bombed Black Wall Street. They bombed the whole town. Just Google the pictures and look at how
No, I
beautiful
get
our
that.
people.
I get that. What made them not just go build another Wall Street?
Listen, you asking me for facts that I know you already know. I just wanted to talk about ownership, but I guess it's out
I
of the.
know, but when you talk about ownership, it got to be a dialogue. It can't be a monologue. You got to be able to
Yeah,
speak, and
I'm not
other people got to speak.
involved. I'm
You
not.
ain't really speaking on ownership. I asked you to
yeah,
talk
you
on
dancing
Because
around
ownership.
the
everybody
question.
And
keeps arguing with
no,
me like
but you
they're
went
not
straight.
down for it. They
You
think
went.
the white slave master is okay.
We was
what
talking
are
about
you Donnie, you the
ownership.
only person that's talking about a white slave
You
master?
said
Donnie
you wanted to
Wild.
talk about
Hey,
Hey,
Donnie,
ownership,
we
and then
got to
you
let you
started talking
cool
about
off,
Black
Donnie.
History Month. Like that ain't about ownership. You start talking about racism and Jim Crow and all this. We talking about owning
And
something. That
Willie
don't got to do with
Lynch.
owning nothing.
This
word.
just the
Hey, but look, hey, yo,
wrong
look,
room for that
but PTR,
conversation.
because
At least
some of y'all
y'all
probably not
not
doing y'all
talking
research.
about
Some of y'all
banging
probably not
against
googling.
each other
This the
anymore.
lady right here,
I'm
Claudette
proud.
Colvin, PTR. If y'all want to see her face,
We
so
know
y'all know
you
how that
woke,
black
man.
lady look. The
We know
real Rosa
I'm
Parks.
saying
we know
Claudette,
you
I'm
woke,
saying
Queen.
after they bombed it,
Who
why
said
didn't
that?
the
Not
people of Wall
Claudette.
Street just build another one?
Claudette.
Uh, it,
Fucking
Mate,
crying.
but how Mate,
uh,
how could they just build another like do you know like
They did
do
start rebuilding that same
they
Black Wall
tried
Street. They
but
started rebuilding.
they also killed a
burn
bunch
the
of them, right?
buildings with all our records in it. And all I'm saying is we need to
Yeah,
go back to
Jermaine,
powerful
why did they
And
owners.
they
kill
rose
back,
back up from
nigga?
that.
I'm asking a real question.
No, I mean people were doing that. People were people were fighting back. Like it's not like our ancestors just laid down and died. Like I think that narrative is a little like problematic and like slaps and like splits in the face of our ancestors. I'm not saying that that's what you're saying. I'm saying that some people do say that, but it was a fight. Like, but they were just outnumbered, and then the KKK and the people that were burning it down also have the police behind them. They were supported
Yeah,
by the
they held
police.
guns to our people's heads and
yo,
made them
more
sign
importantly, none of the
indemnity
Hey,
insurance
laws.
hey,
companies paid out the
y'all know,
claims.
y'all
Yo,
know that,
none of the
y'all
insurance
know that
companies paid
Black
out the
Wall
claims
Street,
on the damage either. None of the
y'all,
insurance companies like followed up
y'all
with
know
nothing.
that Black Wall Street was way after slavery, right? That shit was in like the 1920s.
Yeah, I'm aware of
Yeah,
that.
That's not way
Yeah,
after
that
that's
was
my
slavery. That
dude.
was just 60 years later, and those were not slaves.
Now, but
Everybody,
look, it's the same
and
shit
there were
that's going
So
black
on
how
slave
many?
today.
owners
So
as
It's
how
the
many?
well.
How
same
many
thing that's
years?
going on
Everybody black
today.
in America wasn't a slave.
So look, how many years would you consider way after? If 60 years ain't way after, then what would you consider is way after?
It's not. That's not a long time. And look at the pictures. Those were not slaves. Those were intelligent, educated people. They hunted us down.
But I
They
don't
couldn't.
think
Hey,
nobody
hey,
said they was
the
Wait,
real
slaves though.
I
motherfucking
just said.
question is why niggas not fighting back right now? Look, it's the same shit that's going on today.
Because they
Niggas getting
fighting
killed
each
by the police
other.
officers. Niggas getting killed by the fucking police officers every other day, and nobody ain't fighting back, quote unquote. This whole George Floyd people fought back. That ain't fighting back, bro. And people wasn't fighting back then. They ain't gonna fight back now because they don't feel like they got enough power or say so to make a real change. And they try to, and then somebody get killed, and then they chill out for a little bit, then riot, and then they go back to not making a difference. Like
So
Exactly.
wait,
They get
so how is
killed.
that?
They
So how
get
is that
killed.
not fighting back? If they're going and getting killed,
that's
like
That's
not fighting
regular
back,
street
bro.
stuff.
But
Everybody want to change until somebody get popped.
I ain't
Somebody
gonna
I
get
lie,
think
this
the
don't
popped,
only
got
and
way
nothing
to
to do
niggas
with
change
act
is to
ownership,
right.
make
man.
sure that our
I
kids
want you to
get.
speak on ownership, cause that don't got nothing to
Yeah,
do
let's
with
talk about ownership.
Yeah, let's
Fuck
go
it.
to ownership.
y'all
Thank you.
going back to the past. We talking about the future.
Yo,
Y'all
Well,
need.
Donnie,
21.
I will say,
But can we just
I
bridge
done
the
And I
seen
gap
a lot
think
of
we
though?
was
people try
talking
to
about it
own.
was
I
We
6
know
gotta
9
people
right?
take
owning
people
up shit.
off the
21 or
stage
what?
that don't want to
So
talk about ownership.
But let's just
Right.
bridge the gap because Donny, no one is against you. I think everybody up
Nah,
here is pro ownership. We get it,
facts.
okay? We understand the history also. I think you're coming from a standpoint where you're the only one who thinks that black people need to own things. No, of course we understand that black people must and need to own things in order to thrive. But what we're also saying is sometimes there needs to be a stepping point that may include somebody from another race in order for you to get to ownership. Sometimes black people may not be in a position where they feel or are business savvy enough or whatever it may be to be able to take that stepping stone. And we cannot dismiss all other people that have provided a step. We can't say they're all colonizers, they're all against us, they all want gang banging in the black community. That would be a lie. And that's why we're
Right, and
saying
that is a
it's a
lie, and I didn't
conspiracy
say that.
theory.
And thank you, Alexandra. Now let's move on to ownership. Let's stop beating up Donnie and putting words in her mouth, and let's just talk
oh
business.
my god.
Ownership is coming back, like right
I
now.
think
Sounds
And
great
it's
to
talking
me.
at this point. I ain't even gonna lie.
I think
uh,
this the wrong lobby for
yo,
that.
Hey,
Donnie. So what do
I
you
ain't even gonna
want
hold
to
you
own?
21. You might have to set the tone, man. You seem like you might
Hey,
know
let's
more
go
about
back
it
to
than
the
everybody.
street shit, man.
Let's go back to
At the
Rosa
end.
Parks.
I don't want to talk about no
Exactly.
ownership right now. We can talk about
Yeah,
that shit in the morning. It's
yeah,
too late for that shit.
Let's talk about this Rosa Parks shit, man.
You feel
Yeah,
so?
that's what I want to
yeah.
talk
I got a
Y'all
about.
question
messed
quick.
me up with the Rosa Parks thing. I'm not gonna lie.
LOL.
Swear.
You
I
had
got a
me
question real
writing
quick.
all my life.
I don't know it all.
Facts. I
That's
did a
crazy.
project on Rosa
Why
Parks.
or what happened?
So what is her name again?
You did a
Claudette.
you did a project on Rosa Parks.
LOL.
Did you pass?
Hell yeah, I
Claudette.
passed that shit.
So your diploma ain't valid now because all that shit
Shit,
was wrong.
obviously.
Oh, that shit was
Shit.
false.
Claudette
Shit,
was
shit,
15.
they told me
Already had
wrong.
it.
They told me wrong
All
growing
that
up.
history stuff in the history book be capped anyway. So yeah.
So
Good cap.
yeah, y'all went left. Y'all lost me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes,
I
about.
I gotta just be mute. I don't
I
know
ain't
what
gonna
y'all
lie, that
talking about
Rosa
right
Parks, the
I
Rosa
feel
Parks
hurt.
situation, that shit really don't change nothing. It just changed who they wanted to be the face of it, but it don't change what the
Exactly.
message was.
Yeah, yeah, you're
Nah,
right.
that's a
Absolutely.
fact. And I mean, the one thing that
That
what
shit do
Donnie was
change a
saying,
lot, though.
no, what Donnie was saying about the reason Donnie brought up Rosa Parks.
Cause they teaching all this shit.
It was a real situation. They just used somebody else to voice that. That's just like us picking our president, or us picking our spokesperson.
I want the
Right.
truth, man.
Some
Don't
people
be
ain't,
telling me no
some,
lie.
but some
They
people
still
ain't
be
made to
doing
be put
that.
in that position for that, bro. So that was right because they was trying to get a message across, and it worked. Cause nigga, we could do what we want now, and we couldn't back then.
I think
But still
But
tell
have
us
us
about the
writing
other
about
young
somebody
lady
that
and her
wasn't no
situation.
person.
Like we ain't
Hey,
never
you
known nothing
guys,
about that. Like I ain't
I'm
never known nothing
about to
about no
check
Claudia.
out, but I don't want it to look like I
Like
just bounced.
honestly,
Was
I ain't
there
never
any
knew nothing about
closing
that.
words for Donnie Ray? Because
well,
I'm about to,
Donnie,
yeah,
can I say something? Can I
Good
say
luck,
yeah.
something
Donnie, on your
before you go?
ownership, so
Yo,
Thank you,
can everybody
sis.
mute? Can everybody mute and let her just have one little spill at her
I don't like that
at
Donnie.
ownership?
Y'all remember the last Donnie, man?
Listen, this is Donnie Ray.
Uh,
You need
Yo,
to
it's
Google
funny, man.
Donnie Ray and get your memory together,
I'm just
21.
playing with you,
Just a
Donnie.
kid.
It's
I
all
just heard
love.
somebody punk
It's
you and
it's
tell you you're
it's
not a savage and
it's
you
all
ain't savage
love,
Hey,
Queen.
shit.
man, listen,
So
man. I'm gonna
shut
stick
up.
beside her, man.
It's
Hold
all
on, man.
love,
Come
Queen.
Who
on,
was
Donnie.
the
Why you
young
choosing
man
them
that was about to
violence?
speak to me
I'ma
before
stick
I leave?
beside her.
That's
It's
He over
Jermaine.
there
all
being
Jermaine.